Israel is attacking Iran from inside out. Like there are so many people working the intelligence in the Mossad across Tehran area and suburbs, and they are planting weapons, drones, everything, and Iran, the whole Iran, it's censored 100% by Israel, so it can be easily exterminated. I'm done speaking.
There's infiltration inside, what you call it, inside Iran. There are people that are in bed with the Zionist entity. They're on a payroll. There are a lot of sellouts as well, especially those Zionist Iranians that want to topple IRGC. But I think this is gonna cost those spies. This is going to cost these spies a lot of dead bodies. A reason why? Because you can't, because they're not aware of it, that this Zionist entity targets innocent civilians, innocent kids, innocent women. And they thought, and I actually had a conversation with a couple of them on this app, they thought that Israel is their buddy-buddy. Netanyahu is their buddy-buddy. Netanyahu came out with another statement in support of these Zionist Iranians. That we stand with you, we are anti-IRGC, we're just going to attack the IRGC. But at the same time, who blows up the whole fucking building? You blow up the building, you're going to end up killing a whole bunch of civilians. And that's the question I raised. I said, let's say an IRGC member is hiding inside an apartment with his family or whatever, right? He's enjoying time, and you blow the shit out of the apartment building, there's innocent civilians, 500. Do you support that? It's like, no, they would not do that. They would not kill innocent people. They would not. And all of these, some of these Zionists, I think they're turning on Israel now. So yeah, somebody want to chime in, Doctor?
Yeah, so brother, the guy in the audience, Anan, he goes by the name of John. He currently has a room open against you. It's called. Give me 1 second, I'll tell you right now.
I know, we've seen it, brother. I blocked about 10 of his accounts yesterday. I know, American terrorist.
Yeah, so he has a room, something called Call the FBI Against the Emir, the Terrorist, or something like this. So this is just wanted to let you know, my dear brother, that this is who is in the audience right now.
I can't kick him, I can't do anything. This unknown account, I can't do nothing.
Yeah, he had your room right now open, streaming in his room. And people are chiming in, just listening to what you're talking about in this room right now. That's what's happening as you speak.
Yep. I got about 7 or 8 of his accounts yesterday blocked. I still freaking he opens up more new accounts every day. He's got 30 phones. That's a disturbing part. Hey, what's up, Rahel? What's up, Replay? If you want to come on up, brother, you're welcome to come on up. Anybody else want to come on up? I can hear it. Yep. Hey, welcome, Nimiria. Did you want to say something?
Hello, I prefer more mercy to listen because I'm under a lot of stress because of these 3 days that Israel attacked my country, so I'm not in a good mood, honestly.
Yeah, I just don't know. These people are thirsty for blood. The Zionists entity. Like, why are you just killing innocent people?
I don't care about Zionists or anything. I hate all religious extremists. I'm just so angry with the regime of Iran that put my country in a situation that it get attacked. It's like we have 2 devils now.
It's raining now. It's raining rockets from Iran right now.
Yeah, but what's the casualty? I mean, let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. They're attacking us. How many people are getting killed? How many places they got bombarded?
It's raining.
And Iran sent missiles. How many people are dead there?
We are watching it right now.
So wait. So Iran is not supposed to do anything. Iran.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
I just.
First of all, can I ask if you're from Iran or not?
No, but I'm just saying that. So because I'm not from Iran, I can't say anything. All right, fair enough.
No, you of course you can say anything you want. Okay?
I'm very close to Iran currently.
It's okay.
So-
I have no problem.
So it's okay for
different
Israel to keep on
opinion.
attacking Syria,
I didn't say that.
the
I
Gaza
just said
Strip,
that.
and Iran.
I
A
just said that.
preemptive attack. A preemptive attack. They start first, but it's a preemptive attack, and you want to blame Iran and not Israel.
First of all, Iran is my country, my motherland, the soil.
You want to
Okay.
blame Iran
I'm
and
not.
not.
I have right to blame the regime of Iran inside my country, but it doesn't mean that I'm confirming whatever Israel is saying to the world. That's two different things.
Human beings.
How's it a
That's two
shit?
different things. Just because I'm angry with my regime doesn't mean I'm for
Guys,
Zionist.
hang
You
on.
understand?
Stop attacking each other. So I do have some questions for Namaria.
No,
So
sir,
Namaria,
that thing is so aggressive, and my family is now under attack. They have explosion, and I
I
just
hear
said
you.
that
I hear you. Hang on, sister.
Israel is more powerful when it comes to, I don't know, jet fighters.
Absolutely, because
Hold on. I do have some questions. Please don't come off the mic, nobody. This is for Namaria. Namaria, the question is, according to you, who did the first attack? Can you tell us, Namaria?
Israel did the attack first. This time.
On what? No, but even before, when they did the attack,
Before
was it the
Iran
Israel?
did the first attack. Before Iran did the first attack.
No,
after
they attacked the Damascus Iranian embassy. You should look into it, Namaria. So a lot of
You
people
know,
are
I believe it. I look at my history, okay?
Yes.
And now I'm not happy. I'm not happy that Israel
No,
attacked
but
my country.
hang on, sister, hang on. So, Israel did the first attack, which was at the Iranian embassy in Damascus, in Syria, right? Now, they did return back, right? They gave them some rockets, drones, whatever, but they didn't really kill anybody, right? They killed, I think, one person. It was just to show them that we have the ability to get past your defense system, right? But at the same time, Trump was making a deal with, with the Iranian leader. Trump told him, attacking Iran is off limits. But then suddenly you see Israel attacking Iran again, first time. Though it was their fault. So how would they have responded back in the area? Can you tell us how should they respond back?
Well, Mr. Amir, please, I don't know why everyone says everything black or white, okay? I'm talking about something else. I'm asking you this question. I don't care about what Iran is doing now, the regime of Iran. Yeah, they are trying, but the trying is not enough. They just put my country in a war that is not even fair. And I have a question from all Arabic countries, okay? Why is that your country doesn't do anything to put your country under attack from Israel? Because you don't go in clear way and threat the existence of Israel.
Fuck Israel, bro. What the fuck?
Israel is easy to do, okay? So next time you choose for a government or your country to put an attack to attack Israel, because now my people are paying for that.
What
You
are you
understand?
talking about? What do you think Lebanon was doing?
I'm talking about my people getting
Lebanon
died.
was doing? What do you think Lebanon was doing?
Lebanon is not my
Lebanon was
business. When I have poverty in my own country, first I need to deal with my country.
Just
Then
ask.
after that, I go and care about other people.
You just asked. What about the Arabic countries? Why are they not fighting against Israel? Wasn't Lebanon fighting against Israel?
Lebanon just Hezbollah, which has get money from Iran. Go and see what Hassan Nasrallah said officially. Hassan Nasrallah said, as far as Iran gives us money, we fight Israel. Hezbollah is not from Lebanon.
The number 2 is of Anonymous, the show.
Let's say if I wasn't, Iranian, right? And
Hello.
anything, We're silent. We're doing nothing. We're not attacking them. We're not killing their people. We're doing
I actually
nothing,
went to
basically,
sleep last night,
Finally,
closed my
you know,
bedroom
Rocket
door,
comes in
and then put in
and ends up killing
earplugs so
over
I
people.
wouldn't have to
Like
hear it, and
about
I went to
70
sleep.
people, injuring 500 people. How should they retaliate? Should they stay
He
quiet?
just started, and people were already freaking out, telling him about how his
lived
room's being
inside Iran?
recorded, and he's going crazy, like saying
hold
all
on,
kinds of things about me.
I lived in worse.
Oh, they're coming here.
The third world country worse than Iranian situation.
Can you get into his room and say, hey, you know, what's up with all these room titles that keep telling people to call the FBI and report you for being a terrorist?
Provinces that they are starving, okay?
I cannot
Instead
stand
of
them. I
going
never
and
do
doing
it.
something that you're not even strong enough.
I agree.
Hey, we need to be productive. We can't be shouting
Like,
at each other. Actually, want to understand
And I
her.
have to be here for like 5 minutes
Even when
because
you
I
want
cannot
to go
stand to
and
listen to
fight
them.
the
It's
devil,
very toxic.
right?
It's
You
a
need to
good
be
warning,
smart. Am I
you
right
know,
or not?
like in the real world, you don't really know what's below somebody's iceberg, you know?
They've been trying to
So,
make the deal with
a
No,
lot-
I get
America,
that,
and
and
they
it's
were going back
entertaining
and
and
forth. This
whatever,
is
but
why
I
Trump
know
came
how
out. If you
these
read the
things
news,
affect.
2 days
I
prior
mean,
to the
these
attack,
things
or day
upset me
before,
a lot.
actually,
You know, like
maybe 7 hours prior to the attack, Trump said in the news that, oh, attacking Iran is off limits to
It's like,
Netanyahu, and he made up whatever, right? Whether he was lying or telling the truth.
in an environment
My
like
question
that,
again to you,
getting a
Maria,
bad mood.
they're doing
And then
everything silently, right?
I agree.
Everything silently.
I mean, that's why I
They're trying
read
to, you know,
books. Like,
live with
I
their
haven't
life.
read
They
books
care
in
about
2
their people.
days,
This is why
and
they
today
get
I
silent.
realized, like,
Even the first attack that
listening to all this shit is like fucking with my brain psychology, chemistry.
they attacked like
And
they did a drone
so
attack
it's like one of
that
those
did
things
not
where
kill
it's like
anybody.
you have to go to the
It's just
gym,
that
you
they're
have to
trying to
read
save
books
their own
like
people.
every
They
day.
care
Otherwise,
about
you
the Iranian
can't
people. But
listen
my
to this
question
shit because
again,
it's like
if
it'll
they
kill
did
you
the
basically.
attack, how should they have retaliated?
Do not care about people.
I understand.
It's
I know.
frustrating.
But the Maria, they were
I
trying
was
to win the war.
just about to text you, Yakov, but I was like,
Trump
I'll
said
wait
some
till
stuff that
Shabbos
he
is
didn't,
over.
he didn't do it, right? He was not honest, right?
This is
I'm
awesome
saying
because
you're
they're
right.
actually
I'm
talking
saying
to an
that's why
Iranian
this
girl
regime is
in
so
Iran
stupid.
who hates her
When you don't
government,
have enough,
and they can't deal with it.
I don't know, research, when you don't, when you're not strong
Yeah,
enough,
go in there
okay?
and enjoy.
Why you always, you know what we have in Iran? We had this billboard in Iran that it said, okay, I don't know, 50 days to the time that we erase Israel from the map of the world. They keep threatening Israel. Iran, the regime of Iran, is what we call existential threat for the country Israel. I'm not saying Israel is a good place. I'm not saying Zionist is good or whatever is happening in Palestine. Everyone is upset with what's happening in Palestine. Any human being that can keep getting died would be upset with that. I'm not talking about that part now. I'm talking about when you don't know what you are doing, don't mess with something and put your own people into danger.
They did
Iran
not
is
do
a big
that,
country.
Lemuria.
It's a lot of
Lemuria,
people.
they did, that's what I'm
Iran,
asking you.
okay.
They did the first attack.
Iran was the first country. Iran was the first country that attacked Israel. Israel country. Don't you remember? Go and
Israel
go and
did the
read.
first attack, Lemuria. First attack was done by
No,
Israel. How
not
should
to
they have
the land
retaliated?
of not to the land of Iran, not to the Iran
Oh my
border.
God, they attacked the hold on. Positive, please stay muted. Positive. Mute the fuck up.
Like, you know better than me about your country. It's like I tell you now, I know about your country better than you.
Stay muted, please. Not right now. Where's Lemuria? Lemuria, if you attack an embassy on a sovereign nation, right? They did that at an embassy in Damascus that was basically Iranian property, Iranian land, killing people. That was the first attack that Israel did. That's a Iranian property. That's Iranian people. All right. Second, right now, they did the attack. Uncalled for. Trump said, it was off the chart. He did tell the Netanyahu whatever, whether he lied or told the truth. My question again to you: how would they have retaliated? Can you tell us? What should they do? Should the bedouin get raped just like the Palestinians are getting raped every day?
Can you tell me in the first place? Why Iran should put himself into a situation that Israel attack? To the embassy. Why Israel doesn't attack the embassy of Saudi, Kuwait, UAE? Those Arabic
They did in
countries.
1983. They attacked the U.S. Embassy in Lebanon.
Yes, it was a long time
63
ago,
people
not now.
were killed with a truck bomb that
Yeah, it
leveled
was a
the
long time
building.
ago, and they didn't do anything.
Jacob, I'm talking
It's a
about
long
the
time
7th
ago.
of October.
I'm saying that
Israel,
first,
I'm talking
okay,
about Israel.
You-
I'm talking about
you-
US.
people,
Hold on,
and if
Yeah, I'm
you're
not talking about
strong enough,
US.
then
What
go
you're
and
doing is
fight
you're
other
derailing the
countries.
topic right now.
No,
You're talking about America, I'm talking about Israel.
You mentioned that you
I'm not talking about your own country, not my country.
Let me ask you a question, Nemiria. Why did Israel attack Iran? Do you know? Like, why did they do that?
Because Iran keeps threatening the existence of Israel.
Fuck
The
Israel.
existence of country called Israel.
government, Nemiria.
And why did Iran do that?
Yeah, I was born there. I grew up with
I don't
this thing.
care if you were born there. I'm asking you, why did Iran?
I care.
threaten
I care about my
Israel?
country.
Okay,
Okay?
but why did Iran threaten Israel?
That's the thing. When you are not strong enough, you're not supposed to go and threat other countries. Then you cannot even defend your own country.
No, why did they do that? Why did Iran
Because this regime has the illusion that they can save everyone and they don't.
Let's do one mic at a time. We got, I think Positive wants to chime in. Go Positive, and then we're going to give it to Muhammad. Muhammad is Iranian. Go Positive. What's your question? Yes, I can put you in the queue. So go Positive. Positive, go on one question, and then you got Muhammad, and then we got Yaqub.
Yeah, Mr. Missam, I believe this discussion is a pointless discussion. Forget about politics. Let's set politics aside. I have a question for Nemiria. Yeah, Nemiria, you are purely Jewish, right? You're a Jew, right?
That's the problem with you.
That's one or two questions, Positive, bro.
Answer my...
She should be Jew. No, actually, if you want to know, I'm a granddaughter of a imam. My dad's side, they are all Muslim imams. Just for FYI, okay? Your problem, the reason that we cannot still have peace in this world is that you keep putting label on people. I'm in this situation. I'm stressed out because my country is under attack. Because I'm upset. Because I'm mad that Israel attacked my
Positive,
country.
we're gonna pivot from you, bro. We're gonna give it to Muhammad. Go on, Muhammad.
I'm down with you. Goodbye.
Yeah, Muhammad
Take
is
care.
Iranian, by the way.
Can I ask you a question, Nemiria, before you go?
Yeah, this problem between Iran and Israel goes back, to the revolution. Since revolution in Iran, 1979, I think after the revolution, we found out that they've had a lot of influence in Iran, and they took a lot of resources, free oil and stuff, and this stems from back then, the hatred between Israel and Iran. But now, I think I support my country. Like, Iran has the capability, like, to defeat Israel, like, simply, maybe in a matter of weeks, if it was not supported, by the French, by the German, and by the UK, and by the United States. So this is Iran versus the world, actually, and still, I think Iran, is not an easy target for them.
Yeah, Mr. Muhammad, I totally agree with you, but I would like to say, apart from this political greed,
I think Yaqub wanted to go positive. Hang on, bro. I gotta be sure you. Yaqub,
I was going to ask Nemiria a question.
Muhammad is actually Iranian as well. Do you have a question for Iranians?
I wanted to ask Nemiria a question.
Oh, she
left, so that's okay. Pass.
Anybody else that has a question? Muhammad, Al-Jabra, or Bill? What's up, Bill?
It's okay. Thank you.
Thank
you, moderator.
Yeah.
I have a question. Anyone who can answer it. And let me.
On the,
USS Liberty?
No. I'm trying to come up with the right word. It was an adjunct facility to the Iranian embassy in Syria. It wasn't the actual embassy. It was like a consulate. And it was a separate building. He loves to bring that up. He keeps on bringing that up. And I'm like, oh, what about the 1983 truck bomb that blew up the U.S. embassy in Beirut by Iran? Like, did you forget about that?
if you just say, "Hey, Amir, what's up with all these rooms in the hallway telling people to call the FBI and DHS and that you're a terrorist supporter?" I mean, I would just occasionally, like every hour on the hour, because this room will go to 2 in the morning again. Do you realize last night's room went to 2 in the morning or later?
No, I was up till it would 2:46. It was
Yeah.
still going, and then I clocked in.
I literally closed my bedroom door, put my earplugs in, and went to sleep and let it run. And but anyways, yeah, I think this room will go all day. But I really encourage you to go in there and say, "What's up with this room being recorded and being restreamed?" Because every time you remind
I
that.
asked him that question at one point. He goes, "Oh, that's."
See, the thing is, it shocks people in the room. People, when they hear that, they get, it's fight or flight. Like, it raises their dopamine.
We want to make a stand.
But it's just a funny way to psyop. See, the thing is, I think what I'm doing is actually comedy. Therefore, what they're doing is actually comedy too.
Add me to your contacts. When I text you, you're like, "Who the fuck is this?"
No, I got it. I saved you. What up, Amos?
Okay, good. Oh, is this Nair?
The whole world getting into the World War III.
Which one is this?
Will be the most
Do your Ramos impersonation. We'll tell us Nair.
nothing will be living if
Yes,
the
we
World
must
War III
coexist.
So,
I will.
but for a very long time, I think the people of Israel have been attacking other nations with in the disguise of self-defense. So to me, I think Iran has a right to defend itself from the aggression of Israel. And this is my point. And in the long run, all these nations, they need to be stopped. As you can see, almost all the Western powers are sending their armaments, in their arms in the Middle East. So this is the sign that we are very close to the danger. We're very close to the deadly fire. All these two nations need to be stopped. I think it is the right time for the Russians, the Chinese, and other superpowers who are against the Western powers to intervene this ongoing war between Israel and Iran. Because the world is being dragged into the World War III.
So the issue here is Iran does have the right to have the nuclear because everybody else looks at Iran as an enemy. They do have the right to have the nuclear facility or whatever. Just like Israel has it. Israel has it. Nobody gets to find out about it. Nobody gets to investigate. Nobody's allowed to come in and inspect. How strong it is and whatnot. But we have this problem. Hey, what's up, Edward? We have this problem called Israel in the Middle East that has attacked a whole bunch of nations. Lebanon, Syria, which means Syria. We have, attacked Yemen, has attacked, and they've been killing people in the West Bank. Right now, the West Bank is under full shutdown because of these attacks. And Gaza, all right, and these people are just demonic. You have that place called Sheba Farms on the border of Lebanon and Israel, that they have occupied. You have the Mount Hermon that's been occupied. You got the buffer zone in Syria that have been occupied. They have bombed a whole bunch of shit in Syria, military bases and whatnot. That's for their own safety, even though the land is occupied. What's up, Edward?
Alaikum assalam. I've been noticing, strangely, that the Western media is not looking favorably on what Israel's doing in Iran, which is surprising to me. So I'm not sure what that means, but not saying all of them. Sorry?
Yeah, the Western media, they are afraid, they are just in a standby position for the repercussions of the war. So whenever there's an interference by Russia or China or in other countries, the Western, they're afraid they might be like demolished and by the Russia and the Soviet Union. So the West is in a very bad position, despite like France is trying to brace itself. If the Iranians are going to attack Israel, they're going to send their armies and troops to attack Iran.
They're going to send what to attack Iran? France is gonna. I don't think France is going to attack Iran.
Just a declaration, like
he took a very strong position, Macron. He was, before that he was criticizing Israel. As soon as Israel attacked Iran, he came out and said like Israel has the right to defend itself. So it is just, we call it good cop, bad cop. It's just theatrics.
Muhammad, sorry. On my side, I think that what is happening right now will drag the two sides to fight each other. Here I mean the Western powers and what I can call the people of the Soviet Union. Though in these days the alliance seems like more of BRICS than is a Soviet Union. So we all can see the UK, France, and other Western nations are heading into the Middle East. So what this means, you can see now some powerful leaders have started to denounce what Israel is doing in Iran. So we're expecting Pakistan to join the side of Iran. Or very closer, we are expecting China and Russia to join the side of Iran. So this means the old war is very close to the door.
Absolutely, man, the break in the world war. But I would like to say, like, the question is, will the Iranian-Israeli war will last long, or is it gonna be like for some time and it's going to be de-escalated?
No, it's not.
It would have to be de-escalated.
Actually, they continued attacking today, and Iran is keeping responding to it tonight. So I just saw that Israel has told these people right now to go to shelters. They had detected missiles, and today I know they hit a few points in the south. So it's never happened before. Like it was, some attack and then it was off for a month. Maybe Iran responds, but now they are constantly responding. So
it's an air attack.
Is it anticipated to last long?
What was the question?
Is it anticipated to last long?
I mean, it depends what you say on long. I mean, I think within a week or two, I would think it would be de-escalated. I can't imagine Israel being able to last. With these strikes, I can't imagine the Israeli people putting up with these strikes coming in from Iran. So I think maybe a week, maybe less. I mean, the UN is meeting.
Yeah, they can do it.
What do you say?
Iran, Israel.
Now from
Thinking maybe a week or less.
Iran attack Israel and Israel is now attacking Tehran and the Yemen capital.
To me, I don't have. I don't believe in UN. To me, UN is the biggest joke. For in recent years and for a very long time, we have been witnessing. Yes, UN is the biggest scam to ever happen on the planet.
They're scumbags. Yeah, they're scumbags. They can't really do anything.
Well, it's not about them doing anything. Israel would approach and say, can you come out with a resolution to stop the war, and then they would come out with one.
So F-35 jet. You heard about this, Edward? They downed F-35 jet.
Yeah. They captured one woman pilot and I heard too. They said.
Well, what's the cost of the F-35 jet?
Actually, there are 3 F-35 jets that were down.
That hasn't been verified.
Yeah, that has been verified. I just checked.
There was a picture somebody showed in another
All I know is they
and it
better not
was
be asking America for no money.
profile of any Israeli plane, and the Star of David was. It was like a mock-up that was put down on the ground. It doesn't even represent the profile of any plane.
Iranian media has, as of yesterday, said 2 of them. I think the Iranian government said they captured one pilot and then 1 other pilot. They have not been able to find, and they said it was under investigation. But I don't know why they said under investigation, but that's what their words were. But I just don't think this will last that much longer. I can't imagine.
I believe it's going to be as long as Israel is heavily backed by the U.S.
No, I have to say Israel is the most dumbest country I've ever seen. You can't get Hamas and then you're going to pick a fight with Iran.
True.
Okay, so as long as there is an interference by Russia or the U.S., is going to ignite to we're going to face a brink of World War III.
And to me,
Jacob, do you like my picture?
to me about the World War III, to me about the World War III is what I see is it's happening right now. Because Russia and China will not let this go unanswered. They soon will join. I think this time they're trying to evaluate and they think what might happen.
Never join as long as the U.S. doesn't explicitly interfere the war against Iran.
Neither of them have the capability to do that from a force projection standpoint.
Who doesn't? He said who doesn't have the capability, or does?
China doesn't have a force projection capability in that area. Russia's got a couple planes in Syria still. That's about it.
But yeah, I don't know if China would come in, but China
They don't
can
have
come
the
in.
capability of coming in. Like, they don't have, because they don't have a blue water navy.
In my opinion,
I think they come in by air.
When was the last time China was ever involved in a
They don't have a very sophisticated aircraft tanker thing. Where would they planes land? They just don't have the capability of flying long distances with tanker aircraft to resupply.
What, to fight?
Yeah.
in my opinion,
Supply, maybe.
Not supply. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they're going to
Yeah,
supply.
overland supply, but
But
fighting.
in a hypothetical, China,
in my opinion,
proxy war.
Hold on. Wednesday was talking.
China can do a proxy war, right? In a hypothetical, they can do the same thing what the United States is doing, but instead of picking Israel, they're gonna pick Iran.
Yeah, they could bring in weaponry into supply Iran, but I think Russia is supplying Iran. So Iran buys its equipment from Russia, and I don't think China would get in the way of that.
Maybe China will use this situation to invade Taiwan. In my opinion, China.
No, half their economy is tied to exports to the U.S. and Europe. They're not going to jeopardize it over invading Taiwan. It's a non-starter.
What are you talking about? They are going to invade Taiwan.
They're not going to invade it. China's demanding it since 1949.
Now, we have to focus on this ongoing war between Iran and Israel. Well, we believe there will be serious repercussions. There is a big countries that are going to interfere. I believe most probably the U.S. because the U.S. is planning to attack Iran.
I don't think the U.S. is planning to attack Iran. There's no indication of this.
Yeah, no, it would take months for the
U.S. has already
The first 2
involved.
days, Israel could not attack Iran.
Hold on a second. Hold on. U.S. is already involved in this, by the way, Edward.
I agree with you.
Defense system. Hold on. Defense system, and it was in the news that they're bringing down more defense system, more battery pads. If the U.S. personnel inside Israel, they're running the show.
That's not attacking.
Hold on. The only thing they did was move 2 Arleigh-Burke-class destroyers to the eastern Mediterranean, and they used SM-3 and SM-6 rockets to intercept some of the ballistic missiles heading towards Israel. It's the only thing that the U.S. has done.
But the U.S. is backing this up. Trump.
Yeah, but actually coming in and attacking Iran.
Well, they're using U.S. weaponry. That's basically U.S. weaponry.
But these are 2 different claims. I'm making one claim and you're making something else.
I'm making 4 or 5 claims. I'm making a claim that they did supply them weapons. I'm making a second claim. Yesterday, you'd seen U.S. personnel giving out some batteries and whatnot. It was reported in Times of Israel. And then I'm making a third claim. U.S. does offer them intelligence report because they work together, Mossad and CIA. Right? And then I'll make another claim that Trump knew about this attack. He was well aware of this attack that took place on Iran. Right? And Marco Rubio comes out, they're like, no, don't attack us, don't do this. And they were well aware of this attack. But anyways, these are the claims.
Yeah, okay, but the claim...
Knowing about it and intervening in it are 2 distinctly different.
Yeah, I just don't think the U.S. would attack Iran.
Not even positioned to attack Iran.
No, I think that's the last thing that the U.S. wants, and I think that's why the media is going against, or it's slanted more towards Iran's favor than Israel's favor because of the repercussions of what Iran threatened, the oil, in the Middle East. They'll go after the refineries. So nobody wants to piss off Iran right now. So, but I mean, I agree that intelligence and intercepting missiles, the U.S. has been doing.
Yeah, the U.S. and literally they set up at the point in Jordan, and they're doing other things in other places. Is Israel using American military base in Iraq?
No, the U.S. Well, I think the U.S.
They are
allowed
in Iraq. They're protesting.
Well, the U.S. allowed Israel to go over the airspace of